and welcome everybody. Today, we're going to talk about the Logitech. This is a hardware review. The Logitech steering wheel and shifter. Will it prepare you to drive a real stick shift manual transmission car? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? I have some preconceived notions. I have a hypothesis that yes, little bit, okay? So, straight off the bat, the steering wheel feels a little small, but it's a race simulator. Maybe race cars have small steering wheels. I don't know. I'm not a race car driver. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. And the shifter seems kind of close. The seating position is wrong. The pedals are too close. Those are my first impressions, okay? So I got the frame assembled. This used to be on my desk upstairs, but now it's on this frame for a maybe better, because I like having the gear down here instead of right up here at desk height. Rally cars might, I don't know much, but whatever. So let's start, okay? So this is Indianapolis, USA Sports Circuit, 2.59 miles. Start race, and it's going. I'm just gonna stop. Okay, I'm in neutral. Foot on the clutch, foot on the brake, come to a stop, all right? So this is how you stop, and it stopped, just like you would expect in real life. Okay, should we start with first or reverse? Let's start with reverse. So in reverse, in a Mustang, the one that I was in, there are different Mustangs, there are different, so the one that I was in, you pull up on the collar, and then it goes left and then forward, and that's reverse. The Logitech is down, to the right, and back. And now I'm in reverse, okay? So in the Mustang that I was in, I could reverse by just feathering this clutch. So I'm at 1500 RPMs. As I hit this engagement spot on the clutch pedal, see the RPMs are going down a little bit. Up, 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 and as I feather it like this, I would usually go backwards. But I'm not going backwards. Here, let me give it a little bit of gas. Oh, there we go. Okay, so, all right. So I don't know how realistic that, 20 miles, let's see how fast we can go. All right, 30 miles, all right, okay. All right, we'll see. They're gonna DQ us. So I don't know, was that realistic? It feels like no. Oh, let's just try a normal pedestrian start here, okay? We're not gonna go speeding off. I just want a low RPM start. Yeah, the engagement point, okay, so that was pretty good, I feel like. From my limited experience. I have some bad habits. This is not a how-to drive manual. This is just a very amateurish person giving you an impression of, will this help other amateurish people drive a stick? And so far the answer is yes. It seems, if I had to give it a percentage right off the bat, I would say, I feel like this is 70% realistic. As the clutch engages, I feel like I get feedback in a real car that I'm not really getting here. I'm not sure if it's a sensation of speed or the actual clutch pedal, but I feel like it's, I don't know. There's something there. Let's just go through the gears here and see how we do. The shift lever is very easy to shift. Almost, yeah, really easy to shift. Now I need to make the decision, am I going to follow that racing line or am I going to stay on the right side of the road as I would on the real road. See, with these turns, I'm just going to be in third gear here. I'm going to try to stay on the right side of the road. We're going to try to maintain, you know, what I would say more driving speeds. Oh man, this car is not turning. 35 miles an hour. Oh, of course, we're on a straight now. A good place to have another start from stop. Okay, so let's go first gear. So maybe this is mimicking a racing clutch, which would explain why the reverse was so finicky. And from what I understand, this is just what I hear when people talk about, oh, I'm gonna put a racing clutch in, and I'm like, well, and I ask them, what's the difference between a racing clutch and like your normal clutch? And they say, a racing clutch is more like an on-off switch, and it's really robust and it can handle it. So you're supposed to bring up those RPMs and really let it off, and you can really fly. You're talking like track days, right? So let's see if that, we can do that here. So I'm gonna put this, let's get this to like 6K, drop that clutch. There we go. So yeah, you know, just skipped fifth because I felt like it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to drive on a race course. Somebody let me know. No clue what I'm doing here. But yeah, is this a straightaway? How realistic is this? No clue. Let's do a hot lap here. Am I going to make this turn in 6th gear? No, that's the wrong gear. And the other thing, like, if I miss a shift and get a little bit off on a real car, it upsets the car. Does that make sense? If I'm not smooth with it. And this one, there's no sensation of whether I'm upsetting the car or not. But all my complaints are about things that they can mimic with this hardware, so they're really moot points. Where's the start line? I want to do a. Another thing is I can't hear the rev, so it's hard for me to tell when I'm even close to red line. All right. Okay, this looks like the start. Should we do a hot lap? And then we're gonna call it quits. I'm gonna follow this racing line. I'm gonna need to. Let's try 4. Too much speed through that one. This is the wrong gear. Let's get this back up to speed. Amateurish driving there. I know, but that's what we were asking, right? Will this prepare somebody to drive a stick shift? The race setting I don't like, so I don't think this is going to help you that much, because how often are you going to be? It's fun though. It will put a smile on your face. I'll give you that. Let's go down to there. Alright, here we go. Another straightaway. There we go. Fourth on this one. I didn't want to hit that one early because I was going to be in the grass. So I was in the grass anyway. Let's try to follow this racing. I feel like I want to upshift. And this Mustang is a big, unwieldy, heavy car. I can feel it in the steering wheel. The steering wheel feedback is pretty good, I feel like. It's not, when I'm driving slow, it doesn't feel like 100% realistic, I would say. But I feel like it's good. Here, see, and I have to look at the RPMs. I can't hear anything. So, interesting, I guess. Alright, there we go. 1 minute 51 seconds. I don't know if that's good. I have no idea. For sure it isn't, because I was off so much. Yeah. Let's do one more start from stop, and then we'll call it a video. So yeah, I feel like any practice with a manual transmission and these ideas is good. I want to do that again, because sometimes on hills, I like to let this clutch out a little bit more before letting off the brake, so you can just go. Not great. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you recommend that people who don't know how to drive start with a sim? Because it does seem like it has promise. It does seem like it's better than just trying to jump into, like when I was in high school, just trying to jump into it. See, I feel like I'm just not getting that catch point right. That's why I'm just doing it over and over again. Is I want to just find that catch point and just go straight. Oh, see, no, that's not good. Anyway, I need to work on my shifting and driving. Can you stall it? So I don't think I've stalled it going forward here. Let's see. So usually when I stall cars in real life, it's because I barely give any throttle and I drop that clutch past the catch point and it just does that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so push the gas to start. All right, there we go. Yeah, I feel like this is good practice. This is great. For the money, for a few $100s, for less than $1,000, getting some experience on a manual transmission seems like a good bet. See, I missed that shift. I should have been third, but I went to fifth. 37 miles an hour, lovely. In conclusion, let's talk about what we are looking at here and my thoughts. For starters, the software is called Grid Legends. I bought it on Steam. Lovely software. It's our favorite race sim right now. I bought another one before, and it doesn't allow for the H-pattern shifter. So right now we're just playing pretty much exclusively Grid Legends, and we like it. Okay, so if you're looking for some interesting software where you can practice your shifting and do some racing, that's right now currently what I really like. And it's the PC version, obviously, on Steam. Now, the hardware, there are three components here. There's the steering wheel and pedals, which are sold as the G29 driving force, whatever. I'll put a picture here, and it will be in my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below for my Amazon shop. I am an Amazon associate. Everything in that shop, if you purchase it, if it's a qualifying purchase, I make a few pennies off. I make proceeds off of qualifying purchases. So the steering wheel and pedals. Okay, the steering wheel is great. I have no complaints about the steering wheel. The paddle shifters work well. There's a little switch here. We can switch between PC and PlayStation 4. My experience is that my computer just adapted when I haven't switched to PlayStation 4, and it works either way. So I don't know about that switch, but the steering wheel is great. The pedals that come with it are so good, but not perfect, and it might just be my imagination, so I'm just going to put it out there. This is my opinion. The clutch, while it does have an interesting engagement point, which is, I think, pretty realistic, it does feel a little numb, and I'm not sure if that's, just because they can't mimic that with a pedal, that sensation of speed or anything, but for what they are, I really like them. I really like them. Glad I purchased them. They're not cheap. They're over $200. I think MSRP is like $300. You can sometimes find them between $250 and $300. Price and availability subject to change. The shifter, the driving force shift, the G driving force shifter, or whatever it's called by Logitech, is really smooth. Really, it feels like a smooth shifter. It's not going to mimic. Every car has a different feel, a shifter feel. Some of them are more heavy, some of them are squishy, some of them, are more clean and clinky. This one is just very smooth and plasticky, and it feels like a shifter. And that's all we can expect, right? I mean, how are you going to put force into a shifter to make it weird to engage? Like sometimes on, cars that I've driven in the past, when you put it in reverse, it cannot want to go in reverse. And so you kind of have to put it in first, or like double clutch or something, and then it'll slot in. You're just like, that's weird for reverse. So yeah, for what it is, really good. And the third thing, so there's the shifter, the steering wheel, the steering wheel and the pedals come in one box. Another box, you get the shifter. The third that I ordered is not made by Logitech. It's this frame that the steering wheel is mounted to. And it was like GT Player or something. I'll put a picture up here. Again, available in my Amazon shop. To me, the frame is kind of the weak point here. It's pretty close. It's pretty good. If you're sitting in, I'm sitting in a folding chair here, just like a Target folding chair. And it's okay, but not ideal. Now this is where I want some feedback. If you want to mimic more of a sports car, what frame would you mount your steering wheel to? I've seen ones with seats and frames, and that might give you a better driving position like you would expect in a sports car. So maybe we should go with something like that in the future. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite frame seat frame combo, whatever, is for driving simulators. And same with software. Like GT Legends is great, but I'm open to something else. Is there a more realistic like city driving one? Is there a more realistic race driving one? Let me know in the comments below. But overall, very happy, and we have a lot of fun with this. So be sure to visit my Amazon shop. Again, I'm an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.